Let me give you the formula for financial independence in network marketing. The formula for financial independence in network marketing. Would you like to know what it is? Here's what it is. The formula is, if you want to be free, if you want to get past the 30 people in your team that are so dependent on you and dying at every minute, plates smashing to the ground all around you, here's the formula. Your ability to get a large group of people to do a few simple things consistently over an extended period of time. We'll get it, relax. It's in the book, you'll find it. Your ability to get a large group of people to do a few simple things consistently over an extended period of time. That's it. See, there's a big saying in network marketing, which is, if it is to be, it is up to me. As far as your passion, dedication, decision, yes. But building a large organization, no. If it is to be, it's up to a large group of people doing a few simple things consistently over an extended period of time. That's what it's for. I used to think if it is to be, it's up to me. But that's, if you want to live in the box of 30, then it is up to you. If you want to be free, it's not. This is the formula. And I went from I'll do it all, bring it all, I'll do all the presentations, all the trainings, I'll do the calls, bring your list. I'll even call the people on your list for you. I got, a brand new distributor sitting right next to me. I'm calling you because they're too afraid to. I'd do it all. And then I went to having a few people doing amazing things. I had inner circle just doing unbelievable stuff. And that doesn't get you freedom either. Then I finally learned that using tools, your ability to get a large group of people to do a few simple things consistently over an extended period of time is the ticket to freedom. Really. So rule number 1 is don't ever, ever, ever answer a fact-based question. Point, read, introduce, tell stories. Use third party. Even after the distributor joins your business, still point, read, introduce, tell stories to them. Because you'll be teaching them what to do with their people, their prospects, everybody else. Got it? You understand this? If you can absorb this, here's what happened to me. I went from a revolving door of constantly having about 30 people on my team to Eric. And over the course of my career, I probably recruited, not a huge number of people, but maybe 500. That's over 25 years. It's not that much as a professional, you think about it. And I've built organizations totaling over 400,000 distributors around the world. How? The formula for financial independence. That's how. How did I get free? I went, okay, I'm going to trust this. 5, 25, 125? What? I finally had people, after 3 years, I finally had people in my team I didn't know. It's an amazing experience. Some of you know what I'm talking about. That first time somebody comes up to you at a convention and says, I want you to know I'm a leader and I'm in your downline. I've never met you, but I'm in your group. I just wanted to say thank you for the inspiration. And you want to say thank you for not making me spin that plate. Thank you so much. You did it on your own. I love you. We were talking about the formula for financial independence. Remember? Your ability to get a large group of people to do a few simple things consistently over an extended period of time. Right? Your ability to get a few people to do a large group of people to do a couple things consistently. Right? I got to tell you, this philosophy, once I got it, it changed everything. There's a couple campaigns, handful of campaigns that changed my life. I want to share some of them with you. Tool campaigns. Talk about third-party tools. Tool campaigns changed my life. Really. Tool campaigns can change your life with your business. Because when you think about the formula, you're trying to get a large group of people to do a couple simple things. What's more simple than a tool? Get somebody to listen to a tool. Get somebody to review some material. Get somebody to do something. In 1990, the company I was with came out with a video cassette called Living the Dream. It was the first produced opportunity presentation anybody had ever seen that I knew of. It wasn't just somebody recording some live presentation. It was a produced, nicely done. There's some celebrities in there. There's some sports stars in there giving testimonials, and you had person after person telling their story. It was really inspiring. And the guy who came up with it, someday I'll have him up here talking, but his name was Earl Shaw. And Earl, a good old boy from Texas, Earl created a training on how to use, how to pass out, get those videotapes, pass them out, get them viewed with enthusiasm. And that very quickly became our daily method of operation. That became all we did. That's all we thought about. Who can you show the video to today? Who can you show the video to this week? Drive over to somebody's house, jump up and down on their front porch and say, I'm so excited, I got to show you something. Pop it in and push play and sit down and shut up. When they're done, ask a few questions. What did you like best about what you just saw on a scale of 1 to 10? Where do you see yourself as far as this opportunity? And are you prepared to get started? That's it. And we did that like you can't believe. We played that video, and it went, I had my first 6-figure a year experience from that video. It helped me create duplication. So you got to think about, and here was the key to it. There was nothing else taught. Demonstrate the product and show this video. There was no other distractions. There was not a menu of 15 things that you could choose from. It was just how many. And the video cassette was $15 each. Back then, think about that. It's like a $50 DVD right now. Okay? That one changed my life. Next one was an audio campaign. This was amazing, amazing. In September, the company I was with in 1990 hit a brick wall. They went from $800 million a year in sales to $200 million in a year, in 18 months. I mean, just... They eventually morphed into Juice Plus, but I mean, people were diving off the ship. It was ugly. So in 1992, myself and a group of people, we joined another company. And the company was doing $1 million a month in sales, and they'd done about $10 million the year before. And I understood the power of video, but I was intrigued with the possibility of audio. And I'll tell you why I was intrigued. I listened to a presenter from another company, his story. He had an audio cassette, and it was him live telling the story. And that audio cassette was so interesting and so intriguing to me. I didn't want to join his company, but I really liked the audio. So I went, I wonder if we created an audio cassette for our company, and there was nobody else to do it, so I created one. I literally wrote the script, word for word, borrowing heavily from everyone in the profession, creating a really compelling, about 20-minute long audio cassette called A Career Choice. It was the name of the company, ... A Career Choice. Okay? And the front of that audio cassette was the presentation, me doing the presentation. And I did it in a studio, and we did it with nice music, and I did it with a lot of energy, and it was tight. It was really good. And the other side was just filled with testimonials of people who had life-changing experiences. About 20 minutes worth of testimonials. And I got to tell you something. I miss audio cassettes. I miss them. There was something about audio cassettes for network marketing that I really miss, and I'll tell you why. You put an audio cassette into your car, it starts wherever it starts. And then when it's done, it flips over. And then it keeps going. And then when it's done, it flips over again. And it keeps going. When it's done, it flips over again. Right? So you get this value of repetition. If it's entertaining enough, people listen over and over and over and over and over again. They'll keep listening. So we created this audio cassette, and we came up with a campaign that was stellar. The audio cassette was 50 cents each, which was exactly our cost. 50 cents each. It came in a little cardboard sleeve. The audio cassette was inside the sleeve. People could put a sticker with their contact information, or they could write it on there. And in 8 months, we moved 1 million audio cassettes into the market. 1 million audio cassettes. You know how we did it? We told everybody, start with 100. Everybody who joins starts with 100 audios. Your job is to get the 100 audios out into the marketplace. Listen to somebody in your first week to 10 days. Your job is to get to everybody as quick as possible. Say, there's something amazing you got to listen to. Listen to this and call me as soon as you're done. And hand it off. If I gave you this audio cassette, would you listen? Here it is. Right? So they'd start with 100, and then we taught them 2 a day after that. 100 blasts to get it going, and then 2 a day. So if you have 1,000 people in your organization, all of a sudden that's 100,000 in 10 days. That company went from $1 million a month in sales to $14 million a month in sales in 4 months. A lot of leadership, a lot of effort, a lot of momentum, but I'm telling you, that tool tore it up. And they were everywhere. People joined the company because they bought a used car and one was in the glove box. I saw them in overhead bins in the airplanes. I saw them on carousels going by themselves at the airport, around and around. We taught people 2 a day. Get them out there. Your ability to get a big group to do a couple things, right? You cannot go home and go to sleep until you get 2 out. Do what you got to do. So there's people who literally, they would get home and they say, I only got, they put 2 in their pocket at the beginning of the day. They just didn't go home until, didn't finish it. They'd own Vegas. They just go around, see those people with those little pamphlets? They'd do that with the audio cassettes. They didn't care. The goal was to send them out and let them have a life of their own. See what happens. There were people literally, one of the top earners in that company, you know how they joined? They went to the gas station, they put the thing into their gas, into their car, they squeezed the nozzle and they looked up, and on top of the gas pump was an audio cassette. They grabbed the audio cassette, put it in their car, pushed play. 2 weeks later, they called the person because they'd listened to it 30 times, became one of the top 10 earners in that company. Audio program changed my life. 100 to start, 2 a day. Remember the combo pack, the brick? Some of you remember the brick. I was with a company in 1999. We created a combination pack that was 1 part video cassette, 1 part audio, 1 part magazine put into a self-mailer package, and the goal was to get those out, bang, 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 put them in the mail or hand them to somebody. And if I would you, what did that do for growth? Remember? Was there anything else that we did? It was pretty much that. It was really laser focused. So think about in your organization, what few things can you use with tools to invite people to? We're going to teach you how to invite in this session. To invite people to in order to get a large number of people to do it. Do you have a CD? I'm a big believer personally in tangible tools. Yes, the internet's good for speed, but tangible builds trust on a much higher level than the internet does, as far as network marketing is concerned. My suggestion to you is either your company has it or you should work with them to encourage it, to come up with a simple, centralized tool that you can drive as a basic method of operation. Get 100, 2 a day, inexpensive, blast it out, and create a campaign where everybody knows exactly what they need to do. Okay? All right. Video campaign I did in 2006. Exploded growth. I made $7 million between 2005 and 2011. Big part of that was a video campaign that we created there. Okay.